We're going to take a ride in one of these green cabs that you must have seen around Wellington. Next to us here is the ones that they use for special functions because signage can come off and on, for those of you who don't like the green cab sign. But the ones that you'll be seeing mostly around the streets of Wellington and Auckland are these ones out here. All the cars are Toyota Prius, as you can see.
And this means it has a battery engine and it runs on a normal engine?
That's correct, so it's a combination of both. It's going to have a little look under the engine and it's very, very clean.
Hybrid synergy drive.
This is the normal petrol engine here.
Yeah.
And you can see how cold it is. You can't put your hand on a normal petrol engine.
No.
Because that's how very little we use the engine. Then we have obviously the electric motor here. So when the rear brakes start operating, the power that they generate comes through the electric motor through these orange cables, and then goes out through an orange cable and goes straight to the battery pack in the rear.
Just start it up, and so we can hear how quiet it is.
Yeah.
When it's running.
That is it running now.
It's running now.
That's
He did that.
Well, that's it running. That's it with the engine running.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing. So this is with the engine going. If this was your car,
My car sounds like a truck.
compared sounds like a tractor. So it only kicks into engine sometimes, like you said, when the
Just to
air
boost the
conditioning.
battery power back up a little bit again. I'll just open the boot for you because we have the.
Sure. So this is the boot space in there.
And this is to protect obviously the passenger from
Yeah.
any luggage flying forward.
Wow.
And there's still plenty there. What some of our guys have done actually as well is they've actually lifted this off completely and put a little piece of mat in there which makes the boot even bigger.
Yeah.
I think we could both fit in there
I
quite
think
nicely.
we could fit
We
into
should
one
go
of
for a
these
ride.
things. Woohoo! So you can see already nice leather interior. Look at these nice leather seats.
Soft.
Comfy.
Smells good too.
It does smell very good. So it's a very sophisticated, classy ride already.
So it doesn't have gears. So it has a constant drive
Oh my
system.
gosh.
We get a little bit of petrol now because we've been sitting there running on the battery power for the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Sure.
Because what's it's done now, the battery's above the 50% mark, so we'll only use fuel when needed, but we'll also charge the battery at the same time when we brake. When we put our foot in the brake, the rear wheel actually charges the electric motor.
It's very, very quiet in the car. You can't even hear the engine at all.
There's no hum.
Nah, there's no hum whatsoever. It's amazing.
I can't describe what it's like.
Smooth. Green Cabs is the first company in New Zealand that has come out and provided an eco-friendly cab service.
Fantastic.
City councils, North Shore City Council, Auckland Regional Council have already started using our services and we've already issued them with our taxi chits.
Yeah.
What has the public's reaction been to this sort of environmentally friendly taxi service?
Oh, the public response has been fantastic. I had a new driver started not last night, but the Friday before, and he was very sceptical, and because he'd bought his vehicle, and a lot of taxi drivers have been caught out before. As soon as he turned up on the rank, people jumped into a green cab rather than jump into any of the other companies.
If not for any other reason, I think it's green and it stands out more as well. I'm glad you mentioned the drivers because so all the drivers are uniformed. So
And in some cases we do insist that they have a GPS anyway if they've been a taxi driver for less than so many years.
yeah.
You can't know every street in Wellington and Auckland. It's a real good thing when you can get into a taxi at night that by saying the address, the taxi driver can program it into his GPS and get you to your destination.
No, I would definitely choose one of these cabs over the other cab, and so would most people, but I suppose the defining factor is the cost of it.
So what is the cost like in comparison to other taxi fares?
I'm glad you asked that. We actually set ourselves to come in at cheaper than the major taxi
Wow.
companies. So
And
we're
that
10
is a point of difference.
In Wellington we're 10 cents per kilometre cheaper than combined, and we've done the same in Auckland. We're 10 cents per kilometre cheaper than co-op.
Even
So people
more,
don't need
that's
to
really
pay
good.
more to be environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
And you ride in style, really. Look at the colour.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
We had some anger from some other
Yes,
drivers
yeah.
towards some of our drivers
competition.
because they thought it will never get off the ground, and when it did they thought, well, they've only got a few cars. But then when they saw that our drivers were getting picked now off the ranks,
Yeah.
one of our drivers was actually chased by a car.
Really?
Yeah. And the guy tried to thump him on a taxi rank. We expect to expand very, very quickly. We've got 10 vehicles arriving in Wellington in the next 10 days alone.
Yeah.
Government departments are really keen to make sure that they become environmentally friendly. and as are city councils and a lot of corporates too, who realise that they need to do something for the environment. And the power companies, most of the power companies have already contacted us and they already use us. Contact Energy, Meridian Energy. Like we've had other companies say that they're going to be the first carbon neutral taxi company in New Zealand. But it's all right saying that you're going to pay to be carbon neutral or carbon friendly. If you're still pumping out 12 to 15 litres per 100 k's, you're actually not doing anything to help New Zealand environment.
So there you go, see it driving off.
Bye-bye.
So for those of you out there who are thinking it's about time to, you know, do a little bit more for the environment,
Or were unsure before what they could do, now you know.